Happiness is not something we can find by looking outside ourselves or chasing after material things. It's an inner feeling that grows from the way we think, the choices we make, and the attitudes we hold. The teachings of the Buddha offer us timeless and powerful wisdom that can help us connect with a deep well of peace and joy that already exists within us. Today, we are going to explore 9 powerful Buddhist teachings that can transform the way we live. By embracing these teachings, we can bring lasting happiness and peace into our lives, no matter what life throws our way. Let's dive in and begin the journey to a more joyful, fulfilling life. Number 1. Focus on present moment. How often do we find ourselves trapped in the cycle of past regrets or future worries? We replay old mistakes over and over in our minds, or stress about what might happen next, all while the present moment slips by unnoticed. The Buddha once said, "Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment." These simple yet profound words hold the key to unlocking the happiness and peace that we often seek outside of ourselves. Happiness blooms when we release our grip on the past and future and instead anchor ourselves in the present. So often we allow ourselves to be consumed by the what-ifs of tomorrow or the could-have-beens of yesterday. But Buddha's teachings remind us of a powerful truth. The present moment is the only one we truly have. Yesterday is gone, and tomorrow is yet to come. The only place where life is happening is right here, right now. We get so caught up in our own mental chatter, thinking about what we could have done differently or what may go wrong in the future. But in doing so, we miss the incredible richness of the moment we're living. True peace and joy can only be found in the here and now. It is when we stop living in the past or future that we begin to see life as it is. Beautiful, full of potential, and right in front of us. By focusing our attention on the present, we allow ourselves to fully experience life. The smallest, most ordinary moments, like feeling the warmth of the sun on your face, sharing a laugh with a friend, or simply breathing deeply, become opportunities for joy. These moments, though fleeting, are where true happiness resides. When we live in the present, we open ourselves to a life of fulfillment and contentment, free from the anxiety that comes from dwelling on what's gone or what's yet to come. It's not about ignoring our responsibilities or failing to plan for the future. It's about finding balance and peace in the now. By focusing on the present moment, we break free from mental distractions and start living life with clarity and tension and joy. So let's practice being here now, because this moment, this very one we're in, is the only place where happiness truly begins. Number 2, detach from desire. In Buddhism, detachment from desire isn't about rejecting all the good things in life or denying ourselves pleasure. Instead, it's about freeing ourselves from the grip of attachment, the kind of attachment that keeps us chasing after things, ideas, or outcomes, always believing that they will bring us happiness, only to find ourselves still yearning for more. Imagine you're holding a beautiful flower. If you clutch it too tightly, the petals break and the fragrance fades away. But if you hold it gently, you can appreciate its beauty without fear of losing it. This is what detachment means, enjoying what comes into your life without holding on so tightly that you cause your own suffering. In Buddhist teachings, we learn that when we cling too strongly to desires, whether for wealth, success, approval, or even relationships, we tie ourselves to the impermanent, to things that can change in an instant. This attachment creates stress, anxiety, and disappointment. But when we let go, we find peace. We allow ourselves to experience life fully without being consumed by it. There was once a man consumed by the desire for wealth. No matter how much he gained, it was never enough. One day, a wise man told him, "Imagine holding a handful of sand. The tighter you grip it, the more it slips away. The man understood. His desires were pulling happiness further from him. In letting go, he discovered peace within. Buddhism teaches that when we detach from desires, we free ourselves from the chaos of impermanence, finding a deep, unshakable peace. Detachment doesn't mean rejecting the joys of life. It means enjoying them freely without depending on them for our happiness. It's about finding balance, being present with what we have, but not allowing ourselves to be ruled by our desires. When we let go of our attachments, we uncover a deeper sense of peace, one that doesn't depend on what we have or don't have. In this way, we can live fully and freely, unburdened by the endless chase. Number 3. Practice. Right speech. Right speech, as taught in Buddhism, invites us to speak with intention, wisdom, and compassion. Every word we utter has the potential to build or destroy, to heal or harm. It's through right speech that we shape our world and our relationships, fostering harmony and understanding. Speak truthfully, for honesty lays the foundation of trust and authenticity. When we speak the truth with clarity, we allow others to see things as they are, without distortion or manipulation. But truth alone is not enough. It must also be spoken kindly. Let your words be gentle, even when addressing difficult topics, for kindness softens the heart and encourages open dialogue. Speak helpfully, with the intention of uplifting and supporting others. Ask yourself, does this word bring benefit to the listener? Does it contribute to peace or understanding? If the answer is no, it is better to remain silent. Avoid gossip, for it tears apart communities and spreads unnecessary suffering. Avoid lies, for they create illusions that lead to confusion and distrust. And avoid hurtful words, for they have the power to wound deeply and leave scars. By practicing right speech, we contribute to a positive environment where compassion and understanding thrive. Our words can be a beacon of light in the darkness, a source of comfort and strength for others. Let us be mindful of the power we hold in our speech and use it to foster peace, kindness, and wisdom in the world. Number 4. Cultivate gratitude. The Buddha once said, "Let us rise up and be thankful, for if we didn't learn a lot today, at least we learned a little. And if we didn't learn a little, at least we didn't get sick. And if we got sick, at least we didn't die." So let us all be thankful. In these simple words, the Buddha invites us to see that no matter the challenges of the day, there is always something to be grateful for. Gratitude is a powerful force. When we focus on what we have instead of what we lack, our hearts open to the abundance already around us. It could be the warmth of a smile, the quiet of the morning, or the beauty of a sunset, small blessings that bring peace to our lives. When we cultivate gratitude, we shift our attention from the empty spaces to the fullness that already exists. Even in difficult times, the Buddha reminds us there is always something to hold in thankfulness. The simple act of pausing to appreciate the present moment can transform our outlook and bring us closer to true happiness. By being thankful for what is, we find peace in what we already have. Number 5. Embrace simplicity. The Buddha once shared a profound truth. The root of all suffering is attachment. We cling to people, places, and possessions, believing that they will bring us lasting happiness. But in reality, the more we grasp, the more we suffer. True contentment, the Buddha taught, arises not from accumulating more, but from needing less. In a world that constantly pushes us to measure our worth by what we own or achieve, the path to peace can often seem hidden. We are told that success brings happiness, but what if it's the opposite? What if happiness comes not from the endless pursuit of more, but from the simple act of letting go? The Buddha guides us towards a life of simplicity, where peace is not found in possessions, but in the freedom to be content with what we already have. When we release our attachment to desires, we begin to see the world differently. Instead of focusing on what is missing, we start to notice the richness of the present moment. We discover that the joy we seek has always been right here, within us, just waiting to be uncovered. The quiet satisfaction of a simple life, unburdened by the weight of excess, reveals a deeper form of happiness. In letting go of our constant craving for more, we make space for the beauty of what is already around us. The stillness, the simplicity, the connections we share, these are the treasures we often overlook. When we embrace the art of needing less, we find that everything we truly need is already within our reach. Peace is not something to be chased, it is something to be found in the simplicity of being present. Number 6, practice compassion. There was once a young monk who struggled with regret over his past actions and fear for the future. His mind was always clouded by what had been or what might be. His teacher, seeing his distress, pointed to a tree outside. "Look at that tree," the teacher said. "It stands tall, rooted in the earth, fully present. It doesn't worry about what's gone or what will come. It simply exists in this moment." The young monk began to understand. True peace is not found in dwelling on past mistakes or future anxieties, but in embracing the present. As he let go of these burdens, he found solace in the simple act of being. In time, the monk learned that helping others also brought peace. Compassion, the Buddha teaches, is one of the greatest gifts we can offer, not just to others, but to ourselves. When we act with kindness and understanding, we create a bond that transcends separation. Offering compassion brings joy to the heart and cultivates a deeper connection with the world around us. By practicing compassion, we free ourselves from the worries that weigh us down and open our hearts to the happiness that lies in giving, in truly being present with others. The Buddha once taught that the middle way is the path of balance, a life lived in moderation. It is a gentle path, avoiding both extremes. In a world that often pulls us between indulgence and denial, the Buddha's wisdom reminds us that real happiness is found in balance, in living with harmony and moderation. Extreme behaviors, whether chasing endless pleasure or forcing strict self-denial, both lead to suffering. The Buddha saw that both excess and rigidity disconnect us from the true essence of life. When we overindulge, we lose connection with ourselves, looking for satisfaction in things that can never fully fulfill us. In the same way, when we push into extreme discipline, we create unnecessary hardship and lose touch with joy. The middle way teaches us not to chase excess and not to demand too much of ourselves either. Instead, it encourages us to live with mindfulness and simplicity. Through moderation, we learn to be content in the present moment, appreciating what we have without clinging to it. Balance becomes the root of lasting peace and happiness. By following the middle way, we uncover a deeper joy, one that doesn't depend on outside circumstances, but rises naturally from living in harmony with ourselves and the world around us. This balanced approach frees us from the turbulence of extremes and helps us cultivate inner peace that stays steady through life's ups and downs. The middle way is not just a teaching, it is a way of living. It is the key to unlocking the real essence of happiness, where joy is found not in excess or denial, but in the simplicity and harmony of balance. 8. Meditate daily. Meditation is a powerful way to discover peace and happiness. Buddhist monks teach that making meditation part of our everyday life can bring deep joy. Through meditation, we learn to notice our thoughts and emotions without letting them control us. A central part of this practice is mindfulness. Mindfulness means being present and aware in whatever we do, whether eating, walking, or speaking. When we give our full attention to the moment, we become calmer and more connected to life as it is. With meditation and mindfulness, we reduce stress, sharpen focus, and feel more peaceful within. The more we practice, the easier it becomes to carry that calmness and clarity throughout the day. This simple habit gently guides us closer to true happiness and inner peace. One day, a young monk asked his teacher, "How can I find peace?" The teacher answered, "Sit still, quiet your mind, let go of everything, and listen." As the monk continued to practice, he noticed his mind becoming calm, like a still lake undisturbed by life's troubles. Meditation soothes our thoughts and renews our spirit. With a peaceful mind, we can see life more clearly and make wiser decisions. By meditating every day, even for just a few minutes, we create space for peace and clarity. This small practice moves us closer to lasting happiness. Number 9. Practice self-discipline. In the Buddha's teachings, self-discipline, known as sila, is the foundation for living with integrity, peace, and true happiness. The Buddha's heartfelt wish, "May all beings be happy, may all beings be free from suffering," is deeply rooted in this principle. When we practice sila, we reduce harm to others and help create a more peaceful world. Self-discipline means guiding our actions, speech, and thoughts. It's about choosing kindness, honesty, and respect in how we live. The Buddha once said, "Just as a flower does not pick or choose the bees, so do I give my teachings freely to all." In the same way, we can freely choose to live without causing harm. Self-discipline is not about blind obedience. It is about making choices that reflect our highest values. By avoiding harmful actions, such as lying or speaking harshly, we act with care and awareness, bringing peace to ourselves and those around us. The Buddha reminds us, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. When we live ethically, we rest in ease with ourselves and face life's challenges with calm and clarity. True self-discipline also means taking gentle control over our minds, guiding them toward peace rather than turmoil. The Buddha said, "Your worst enemy cannot harm you as much as your own unguarded thoughts." It is easy to be carried away by negative emotions. But when we practice self-discipline, we learn to watch our thoughts without reacting to them. We can choose to replace anger with patience, greed with generosity, and fear with courage. In doing so, we shape a calm and peaceful mind that leads us toward happiness. The path of self-discipline is a lifelong journey. The Buddha encouraged us, saying, "Each morning we are born again. What we do today is what matters most." Every day brings a new chance to practice sila, to live with moral integrity, and to act with kindness and awareness. Through this practice, we not only create our own happiness, but also add to the happiness of others. These 9 teachings give us a meaningful roadmap to true happiness, guiding us toward peace, contentment, and a deeper sense of fulfillment. By releasing attachment to desires, living fully in the present, speaking kindly, and embracing gratitude, we begin to uncover the joy that has always been within us. Practicing simplicity and compassion allows us to connect with others and with ourselves in a deeper way, while walking the middle path brings balance and harmony into our lives. Through daily meditation and self-discipline, we quiet the mind, strengthen the heart, and create room for lasting peace. By living these teachings, we move closer to the happiness that is our true nature, and we begin to live with clarity, wisdom, and love. May these practices bring you true and lasting joy. If you found this video meaningful, please subscribe for more insights on Buddhist wisdom and living a calm, fulfilling life. Wishing you peace and joy on your journey ahead.